Welcome to the powder room. Come on in. Come on in. Come on into the powder room because you know you miss me. Yes. Come on up in the powder room. Pull up a chair and join me. Like always, it's hot in this powder room. Come on in. Come on into this powder room. I had to go grab me something to drink because it's hot. Hi, Robert. Yes, come on into this powder room. You all know you miss me. Hi, Willie. Hi, everyone. How you doing? I just wanted to come to you all live in the powder room, like I always do, and have this little conversation. Because I put up a post, and it's pretty much getting a lot of attention from you guys. And it's pretty much showing a lot of insecurities when it comes to you guys. Let me read this post. Because I said, fellas, would you take a pass? Your woman leaves your note, and the note says, babe, I know you've worked hard all week, so I'm giving you a break this weekend. Live your best life. Have fun. Call me Monday. And she leaves 4 condoms and $400. Hello, Tracy. Let me read this letter, this note once again for the bitches in the back. So the note says, babe, I know you worked hard all week, so I'm giving you a break this weekend. Live your best life. Have fun. Call me Monday. And she leaves 4 Magnum condoms. So she already knows she's dealing with a beast. If she leaving 4 Magnum condoms and she giving him $400, let me tell y'all what that is. That's not a wife. That's the other woman. Let me tell you why. First of all, the note says, you've been working hard all weekend, and I know you need a break. She said, I know you need a break because you don't have to worry about lying to your wife this weekend about, where you're going. You don't have to lie about what time you got off work. You don't have to lie about hanging out with the boys. So that's why she said, I'm giving you a break this weekend. You don't have to lie. Call me Monday. This woman is giving you a break and telling you, call you Monday? What wife is going to say, call me Monday if she's giving you a break? That's what I'm talking about. And then she left 4 condoms. That's a wild ass weekend. You leaving your man 4 condoms and you telling him to have fun? It don't work like that. That does not even sound right. And a lot of you guys said that it's a setup. Although this woman is trying to give you a break to go out there and sleep with multiple women, you still, no way what, John? You still think that it's a setup, that it's something wrong. Hi, Gary. Hi, everyone. But like I said, men cannot fathom another man touching your woman. What if they have an open relationship? If they have an open relationship, that's cool. You know, it wouldn't be a problem. But like I said, I think that a lot of guys could not deal with knowing that another man is touching his woman. If you all could have delivered the babies, you probably would have done that. Because you probably don't even like the idea of the doctor looking at your woman, giving birth to your child. That's just how insecure a lot of you men are. You know damn well, I'm not going to say all of you, but some of you would take that break if you knew you can get away with it. But the sad part is, hi Terrence, I myself wouldn't dare give my man a pass. I wouldn't give my man a pass. Monique the comedian, she gave her man a pass. But I think I'm the type of woman that if I would rather know my man was cheating than to not know. You know, him go behind my back and do something that I don't know. I would rather know, because that gives me an option as to whether or not I want to still deal in this relationship. You know, rather than you do something behind my back. Every woman wants to believe that she's the only woman. That's every woman's desire, is to think that she is your every wish. You don't need another woman because I'm all that you need. And sometimes that's not the case. With some of you selfish brothers, this woman that gave a pass will want a pass herself soon. Is that the only concern, John? You are worried if she give you a pass that she's going to eventually want a pass too. I don't even think that, you know, women even think along those lines. Most women's main concerns are pleasing you. Hi, CJ. That's her main concern. And then too, let me tell you all something. Okay, Gary said, why not let him have fun? Women get automatic passes. I don't know what that means, CJ, that women get automatic passes. Nope, I'm just saying I wouldn't do it anyway. They don't want us men to have any fun. They don't want you men to have any fun. That's not true, CJ. And let me tell you all something. Cheating has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with your personal appearance or anything like that. This is my opinion. Cheating, you know, most time when a person cheats, they want to blame themselves as to why that person cheated. They want to lock men down and keep them working. CJ, this is not the caveman era. No one is trying to lock you down and keep you from having fun. I think that most of the time when a man gets married, it's almost like he feels like his life is over. And in some cases, it is. You should still be allowed to do some of the things that you were doing prior to getting married. I don't understand that. I would not want to be in a marriage that I feel as though I'm tied down literally to this person, to be with this person for the rest of my life, to sickness and health, to death. That's a damn death sentence. That's not the type of marriage that I want to be in. I want to still enjoy life. I want him to still enjoy life. We're just in a partnership now. If she lets him do that, that's not cheating. No, it's not. And it's not cheating if that person, it's not cheating if that person knows. Meaning that if you let me know that you want to see other people and we're in a relationship together, you let me know that you want to see other people. So it's up to me now whether or not I want to accept that and still be in this relationship with you. When we were kings, we had multiple wives. That was my book. Well, CJ, are you saying now that you would want to be with multiple women? If so, just let it be known. And like I said, the problem comes in when you don't say those things. You let this woman know, you let this woman think that you just want to be with her for the rest of her life. But deep down inside, you think that you this king that want to have multiple women. Let that shit be known in the beginning. Give her a choice as to whether or not she wants to deal with you being that king. Thank you, Eddie. Let me see, can I read this? Thank you. And like I said, the problem comes in when we don't communicate these things. And we don't communicate these things because we feel as though we're going to lose that person. You know you want to be with another woman. She may know she want to be with another man, but she's not going to tell you that for fear of you thinking less of her. I'm all about being honest. Be honest about what you want to do, boo. Let me stroll this down. We can see other people daily. That don't mean you can. Fellas don't want to see multiple women. Let me see. Multiple women. One will run you crazy. It's all about being honest, CJ. If you get with a woman and you let this woman know, I'm not looking for anything. Well, you can be looking for something serious, but yet and still you want to see what else is out there. You want to keep your options open. Let that be known in the beginning. What's the problem? I don't know why people are afraid to share their feelings. Let a person know what it is that you want in the beginning. And then they can say, well, I can deal with that. At least he or she is being honest. Instead of being with someone and you making that person feel as though they're the only one. That's when the problem comes in. That's when you get ready to get your damn windows broke out your car. That's not a relationship if you're seeing someone else and he's seeing somebody else. You both should move on. And there lies the problem, Gary. Who said that that's not a relationship? Please let me know who said that two grown individuals cannot decide what it is that they want to do. Who says that it's only a man and one woman in a relationship? Let me put this out there. This is not something that I believe in. We just having a conversation. But like I said, Who says that a relationship is between a man, and one woman? And I know someone is going to get biblical, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about logic. I'm talking about common sense. I'm talking about two adults coming together to make a sound decision as to what best fits their situationship. That's what I'm talking about. This is 2019, and you all talking about that's not a relationship. All type of shit is going on right now in this world. And you talking about what's not a relationship? You gotta dig a little deeper, baby. What makes a relationship is what two people agree upon. That's what makes a relationship. And in my opinion, that what makes a solid relationship. When two people agree upon something. We're not keeping any secrets. You can see people all the time. We are not blind. What we are going to do, walk around blind. I see other people every day that don't mean I'm sleeping with them. Well, CJ, you make it seem as though we're talking about seeing other people in passing. I'm talking about actually having some type of situationship. Whereas you know that I'm seeing you and you seeing me, but you seeing whoever else you choose to see, and so am I. But we're doing this because this is something that we agreed upon in our situationship. Like I said, this is 2019. Things are getting pretty shaky out here. Things are getting pretty shaky out here. Pretty soon, it's not going to even be normal to say that you are in a monogamous relationship. People going to be looking at you like you're crazy. Like, you better get with the time. That's not what's going on right now. And once again, I'm not saying that that's something that I believe in. Men in America should be able to marry more than one woman and would eliminate a lot of cheating. We battle too much about cheating when we are living in a stone age. In a stone age when it comes to sex and marriage. Of course, that's what I'm saying, Eddie. And that's going to pretty much be the norm. That's going to pretty much be the norm. Crystal, you're right. That's why I never judge what others do in their relationship, because what is acceptable to me may not work for the next couple. Exactly. AIDS is real. We have not even talked about sex, Gary. We have not even talked about sex. Because like I said, things are so abnormal right now. It's just, I don't know what to say. Like I said, I fear what's going to be left out there and what's going to be going on when my children decide to, my younger girls decide to get married and start having children. Marriage, the rest is just a waste of time. I think it was Gary that said something about AIDS and sex. I think people people should be afraid. People should want something more, permanent, serious. And that's why I say that, one man and one woman does not necessarily equal a relationship. You can have one man and three women, as long as that man let these three women know, I'm seeing other women. So therefore, those three women could decide, okay, you're being honest. I want to see where this goes. I need to see some cooking going on. Oh, so if she can cook, CJ, that's going to determine whether or not she can be a part of your entourage. Freddie, I started off this conversation talking about a post that I put up. And it's pretty much a female giving her significant other a pass. And she left a note, and the note said, "Bae, I know you worked hard all week, so I'm giving you a break this weekend." In closing, she said, "Live your best life, have fun, call me Monday." And she left 4 condoms and $400. And I pretty much broke that letter down as to saying that this is the other woman that left a note like that to say, "Call me Monday," and she gave you 4 condoms? Okay, Gary, you said a relationship is one-on-one. Says who? Answer that for me, Gary. You said a relationship is one-on-one. Says who? And we're not going to get biblical here. I want to hear from your standpoint. What makes you think that a relationship is one-on-one? When you have 2 grown individuals deciding what they want. That's where one of the problem comes in, this ownership thing. We feel as though in a relationship, you belong to me and I belong to you. That's not a relationship, in my opinion. Just enough to get a good meal. Go have some fun, and we could use the condoms later. Okay, you, Gary. So, are you currently in a relationship, Gary? Because remember, times are changing. And you're going to have to learn to adapt to those changes, or you're going to be left behind. All I'm saying is that I'm not condoning infidelity in relationships. All I'm saying is that 2 people should come to a common ground and discuss what they feel as though is going to work in their situation. Notice I have not said relationship, because to me, a relationship is established later on in that situationship. Because we are in a situationship until we get to decide what we want to do to better our situation. Once we decide what we want to do to better our situation, then we can start talking about a relationship. Do you think that I would want to be with a woman who's seen 3 other men? All I'm saying, Gary, all I've said, sweetie, is to give a person a choice as to whether or not they want to deal in a situationship like that. Because a lot of times you get into these monogamous relationships and you have outside entities, meaning someone is seeing other people. So if we came together and we talked about what it is that we expect out of this situationship, then we can move on to a relationship. But in the beginning, it's a situationship. CJ said it's a double-edged sword. I can't adjust to a one. I can't adjust to. I don't know what that just said. It just strolled up. Like I said, Gary, sweetie, I'm not condoning infidelity. All I'm saying is that you need to start thinking. Thinking with this head, not the other head. Because that's going to leave you astray. That's going to leave you astray, honey. And that's one of the problems with these relationships. We go into them thinking automatically that we are in a relationship in the beginning. In the beginning, you're not in a relationship. You are in a situationship because you're trying to learn each other. You're trying to figure out what is it that we're doing. The one that can make me medium rare sirloin with asparagus. CJ, if you don't be quiet. And that's all I'm trying to tell you all. I'm not an expert when it comes to relationships, but I just think that I've been around the block enough to know she can see who she wants. Just keep cooking for me. I have a level head. Which one of your heads is level, Gary? And CJ, you said that, kings back in the day, they had multiple wives. And, I think that you wanted to dabble in that type of relationship or situationship. All you have to do is let it be known. And then it's up to that woman whether or not she wants to deal with you. My point is, give her a choice as to yay or nay. I can rock with this. Y'all go into situationships trying to make them out of relationships. You haven't passed the situationship first. I don't even know whether I like you enough to want to be in a relationship with you at this point in my life. All this ownership up top. Glad to know that, Gary. The first thing y'all gonna say, that's my man, that's my woman. No, I'm my own woman and you're your own man. We don't belong to each other. People need to start having conversations with each other to establish what it is that they want out of a relationship. Until we establish that, we're still in a situationship. Boo-boo. Yes, ma'am. Gary said he couldn't deal with a woman that he knew was seeing someone else. And that means that that woman was not for you, or is not for you. Yes, I am, Gary. Yes, I am. And you would think that each relationship that we're in, or that we have been in, was supposed to teach you something. What did you learn from your last relationship? Most of the time, people are not learning from their past relationships. All of these relationships are lessons. So how do polygamy do it? I'm not sure. I want to deal with all that. First off, as if all of them get horny at the same time. How do you designate who's cooking? What happens? CJ, you a mess. What happens if all of them having kids at the same times? How do you... First of all, okay, Gary, I already put this disclaimer out. Gary said, so how can you tell us about relationships? So you think all of this went to waste. So you think all of this has never been in a relationship. What? I have 6 daughters. So I am well equipped to talk about relationships. I would just say I'm 54 years old. So I am knowledgeable enough to know what's going on. That's why I can talk about relationships. I'm not telling you what you should do or whatever. You're going to do what you want to do. This is my perspective, and this is what I'm sharing with you. That's what I said in the beginning, that I'm not an expert. I said that in the beginning. Look, this is why I continue to work out, because a brother likes to eat. Thank you, CJ. Like I said that in the beginning, that I'm not an expert on relationships. Okay, let's just say this. We're not going to talk about whether I'm single, whether I'm in a relationship. Let me just say that I'm 54 years old, so I know what I'm talking about. Exactly, Stanley. Shit. You don't have to be an expert to talk about relationships. I'm sure there's some things, Gary, that you can teach me. You can share some of your life experience. All it is life experiences. You don't have to be an expert. It's called life experiences, sweetie. Shoot. That's what I'm talking about. That's why back in the day, you listened to elderly people, because they had wisdom. They were able to teach you something because they've been there, done that. It's called knowledge. It's called life experiences. Shit. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life. I'm sharing with you my perspectives. And CJ, you were talking about I can't even say the word, being a polygamist or those type of relationships, however you pronounce it. I think it's all about having conversations as to how you want that to work in your relationship. People are scrambling, trying to find the foundation of youth. And I think that when you talk about those type of relationships, the only thing people associate those relationships with is sex. Because it's one man and multiple women. But what the foundation is all about, building a empire. That's what it's all about. It's not even about sex. And understanding will take you far in life. Exactly. Well, I want to experience more good cooking. I want a woman to travel with me to Italy to go eat. Let's go to Japan. I like sushi for real. Let's go to Australia to eat. Sounds good, CJ. You should not have a problem. Everybody knows you, CJ. So you should not have a problem finding that someone that you want to travel with and go eat sushi with. All these people got to do is have a conversation. If I was to meet a guy right now, and he was to say, I'm not looking for anything serious. I have about, 3 women that I'm currently seeing. I have 5 kids. I have my own home. I travel. I do this and I do that. I may say, well, that sounds interesting, but that's not what I'm looking for right now. All it takes is having a conversation to decide whether or not you want to even deal in that type of situationship. Can you inbox me after telling me that I can't tell you about relationships? You want to inbox me? What is it that you and I need to talk about? If a man can deal with multiple women at one time and provide a clear path for... I hear what you're saying, sweet tea. Basically, if that man can provide for his family, I guess you're saying, what's the problem? Like I said, sweet tea, that's going to... Right. Right, CJ. What's going to ultimately happen, sweet tea, is that's going to be the norm. A heterosexual relationship is not going to be normal. When we get to damn 2030, ain't no telling what's going to be going on. Ain't no telling what's going to damn be going on in 2030. What is the best way to get a girl to open up and cook for you? CJ, take your ass somewhere, get you some McDonald's. Go get you some McDonald's, CJ. Let me tell you something. That's the first thing that a woman is going to do, show you that she can cook. So you are already missing out if you haven't found someone that's cooking for you. Hell yeah, buy the grocery. I would love that. Shoot, baby, you have a steak dinner every night. You buying the grocery? That's what I'm talking about, CJ. That's the least you can do. Cook you the steak if you buying a grocery. Y'all better get it together, baby. You don't have to be an expert to know anything when it comes to relationships, boo-boo. It's all about experience. It's realistic to think that you would be with one person for the rest of your life, whole life. That's right, sweet tea, for the rest of your whole life. And that's why they have these vows. For better or worse, in sickness and health, to death, do us part. Bump sex is complicated things and results and keys. CJ, do you have any children? And I know you probably have. Let me ask you this, CJ. Are you in a relationship? Those are some hell of a vows. Through sickness and health, to death do us part. That's deep. That's deep right there, baby. Beautiful. And CJ, you're pretty popular, so I know you don't have a problem with someone fixing you a steak dinner. CJ said, "To death do us part. Why can't be until the car breaks down?" Lord. If the car is breaking down, the relationship is probably pretty much over because somebody's not taking care of business. I just feel like, in relationships, there's just certain duties that belong to the man. There are certain duties, CJ, that I feel as though a man should be responsible for. I should never have to go up under the hood of my car to check anything. Let me just break it down. I should never have to, like I said, go under the hood of my car to check for anything. I should never have to do any type of handiwork in the house when it comes to plumbing and things like that. I should never have to take out trash. I should never have to do any lawn work. Any type of manual labor I should not have to do. Let me think. What else should I shouldn't have to do? Like I said, I think that pretty much covers things that I feel as though a man should do in the relationships. Should not have to take out trash, cut yard, or handiwork. Of course. Yeah, I do. See, Gary, you asking me, can you come in my inbox? We would not even get along, sweetie, because you saying you live there. You live there, don't you? So that means that you would expect me to take out trash. You would expect me to do manual labor. All of these things, you and I would not get along. Because I damn sure would not be doing those type of things if I have a man in the house. You think that I'm going to go out there and cut grass and I have a man in the house? Not saying that I don't know how to cut grass, because I do. All of this stuff right here comes from conversations, and you will know the type of person that you're dealing with. We ain't doing shit together. We ain't. I'm not going out there and pushing the lawnmower when I have you. No, we ain't doing that together. We can go outside and you can lift my hood up and you can say, baby, this is the dipstick for the oil. This is the dipstick for the transmission. You can tell me those things. You can show me what those things are so I can know. But as far as me doing any type of manual labor, that's not going to happen. I just feel like there's certain duties that comes with being a woman. I feel like the woman should clean. I feel like she should cook. She should take care of any household needs or whatever. She should make sure all of those things are taken care of. I do believe in roles in relationships. I would not allow coming home. I would not allow coming home from a hard day's work and the house just smells like pine soil and breeze. Why would I show you the oil stick? Can you change it? That's not the point, Gary. That's not to the point whether or not I can change the oil in the car. I just think that there's certain things a woman should be knowledgeable about when it comes to a car. I don't have to know how to change the oil. Better be some food cooking. CJ, if you don't be shut your hungry self up. I feel as though a man should always come home to a cooked meal. It doesn't necessarily have to be a hot meal. Shit, sometimes you can have some damn tuna fish sandwiches, and use some potato chips. Shoot, you should have a meal planned out every day of the week when it comes to being in a relationship with a man. Sometimes he may want to go in the kitchen and cook. Let me take that back, because I said that a woman should have roles in a relationship. I think 95% of the time, she should be doing the cooking, though. So what do the women do? Sit around and get fat. Yeah, baby. Nowadays, the traditional man has decided to be single. And let me tell you something, Gary. That's why I think that it's so important to have conversations in these situationships to begin with. Because for you to say, so what is the woman going to do? Sit around and get fat? She don't have, let me see. I wish I could bring you on live, Gary. She don't have the couch. You don't have to clean up. She don't have to wash dishes. Don't have to do nothing to me. And had to go out and work, come home. Like I said, Gary, you and I wouldn't get along. You and I wouldn't get along, sweetie. And that's why I don't understand a woman don't have a job. That's why I don't understand why relationships last for as long as they do when a person says some of the things that you're saying. Like I said, you and I wouldn't get along. After that, we probably wouldn't even go on a date. Because after that initial first conversation, and you saying some of the things that you're saying, we wouldn't even go out, sit across the table and have dinner with each other. And I think that's why I'm so hard. Well, I'm not going to say hard. I don't even know the word for it right now. But when a person starts talking to me, and some of the things that they say, yes we would, and we'll have a good time. Not with you talking like that, honey. Because like I said, people just have to start paying attention to what someone says out their mouths. Pay attention to what people are saying. I'm not going to be with somebody for some years and then all of a sudden I find out he an asshole. Nah, he was an asshole in the beginning. You just weren't paying attention. I'm a good man and a real man. That's what all men say. fill up the conversation is all over the place right now. Some people be saying all of the wrong things. You cut grass and trim the hedges today. Beautiful. That's one of your roles as a man. I'll be damned if I cut grass and trim hedges and I have a man in the house. Not saying that I'm too good to do those things, but I just think that there's certain things that a woman should not have to do. What you said, define asshole. No one can ever tell me what are the characteristics. Sometimes, wait a minute. Well, I'll be damned if I come home and clean up and cook and have a woman in the house. What you say? First of all, you should not have to come home, clean up, and cook if you have a woman in the house. And that's what I was talking about. We don't know what our roles are in relationships because we're still in this little situationship. Now, you shouldn't have to come home and cook and clean if you have a woman at home. Just like she shouldn't have to cut no damn hedges and mow a lawn. I ain't mowing nothing. That grass can be this damn high, and I'll just be trying to find my way out to my car because I ain't cutting no grass. That's beautiful your girlfriend loves yard work. I'm saying that it should not be something that I have to do. No one should have a role in a relationship where there needs to be done. Just get it done. I don't do hedges or cut grass. I don't do brakes or change oil. What I do is radio DJ and sounds. I stay in my lane. What about a lady who don't keep the house clean? What about her? She's not a damn lady if she doesn't keep the house clean. Because if she doesn't keep her house clean, she ain't got no clean ass either. And I forgot who that was that asked me to define an asshole. An asshole comes in all forms. You know, sometimes when you meet a guy, people would say, well, why did you have a child with him? You didn't know that he was this type of man? Sometimes you don't find out what type of man or woman that person is until later on in the relationship, because they don't come out and show you who they really are. It's almost like you're meeting the representative in the beginning of the relationship. So we all are trying to impress one another. So you're not going to find out that this person is an asshole until later on in a relationship, when you feel as though you all are in a relationship. You think that I'm gonna show you that I'm an asshole in the beginning of the relationship? No, you gotta like me first. I gotta get you to like me first. Now you said something that I can agree upon, Gary. Everyone changes in a relationship. Of course they do. I was saying that I would want to be in a relationship where we both had our own rooms. and we only came together, we only have sex with one another when it was planned. They put the best before the, yeah. Just like a woman, she be fine at first, and then when she thinks she got you, she turns fat. That's the second time you used that word fat, Gary. What do you look like? What do you look like, Gary? Because first of all, you're not the one that's going to bear children. So you expect a woman to be of a particular size for the rest of her life, especially if she's bearing children. That's why they have those vows in there, for better or what you consider worse, being a fat woman. I'm sure you don't look the same as you did in school. Macho man. Yeah, right. Y'all always talking about what you don't want when it comes to what a woman looks like, when you probably don't look half as good. Don't ever put a woman down when it comes to what you think that she should look like. Own room, playing sex. Yes, I agree. It's a man's job is to be the head, but cut the grass. Okay, flowers I leave to her. You plan is better. Exactly, Terrence. And like, I wouldn't mind, I'm not saying that I wouldn't get out in the yard and do yard work. But what I'm saying is that I don't feel as though that's my job. If the grass is high, that you looking at me to go out there and mow a lawn. That's not going to happen. I don't mind going out there and cutting the hedges back, tending to the flowers, the flower beds and things like that. All the little cute stuff. But I'm not going out there putting on no damn Timberlands and putting on no long sleeve shirt and going out there and cutting nobody's grass, even my own. Yeah, playing sex. First of all, CJ, let me tell you something. I am a woman of a particular age, being 54 that is. I feel as though I need room in my bed. I get hot sometimes at night. I don't want my man breathing all over me at night, wanting to cut. It's okay to cuddle after sex. It's okay to cuddle. But after that cuddling is over, we both move over to our side of the bed. We're not going to lay up on each other all night because it gets hot. If I worked all day and you've been at home, why not cut the grass? I had to put my damn cup down on you, Gary. That's why I said you and I wouldn't get along. Like I said, Gary, you and I would not get along. I don't give a damn if I have been at home all day long. I'm not cutting no grass. Are you crazy? You the type of man that want a woman to have some damn busted up ass knuckles. I ain't cutting no grass if I got a man at the house. Yeah, Gary need him. Somebody said, Gary, you need you a young woman. Hell yeah. Think I'm finna go out there and have them damn mosquitoes and shit biting me? Yeah, I put the cup down. Stanley said, these new niggas. I don't even like saying that word, Stanley. Yeah, Stanley, he's a new nigga. I can't even hardly say it. Yeah. How you been at home all day? You one of them men that come home damn complaining and shit. You been home all day and you ain't cut this damn grass. Man, you better get your ass out of my face. That's what I say to you. Like I said, Gary, while you talking about coming in my inbox, baby, you and I would not get along. Hell no. And like I said, I would want to have my own room in a marriage. We can have planned sex. We're not none of these I'm not no spring chicken. You can make appointments with me to have sex. We have sex every Friday. We have sex every Friday at 6 o'clock. Every Friday at 6 o'clock, you know it's going down. That's right. I have it already on the calendar. The house needs to be smelling like some cooking. CJ, if you don't be quiet about that damn food. That's what old people do. Hell, I said I'm 54. Movement made these new men turn their backs on providing for a woman. How long after sex do it last? I think that you and Gary should go out. Maybe he can learn something. You're not old enough. First of all, Stanley, Gary has to be somewhere buried in that backyard up under all that goddamn grass that's gonna be left from me not cutting it. Y'all have found Gary ass in the backyard somewhere, up under that damn mulch or whatever you call that stuff. Shit, Gary don't want none of this. Hell no. Talking about coming in my goddamn inbox. Man, please. If you don't know, you getting ready to know. All your shit will be in the front yard under all that damn grass that's going to be in that front yard because it's not going to get cut. Gary, how old are you? I'm just curious. Yeah, I've been around Sweet Tea. Gary has been in that goddamn backyard. The backyard where them dogs be going back there peeing on his ass. You 45. You've been messing with the wrong woman. The wrong woman has messed your ass up for the next woman, Gary. You ain't no good now. You the type of man that has to be deprogrammed. If I got with you, I would have to deprogram you. Stanley Sweet Tea said, be nice. If I got with you, Gary, I would have to deprogram your ass. I don't have time for that. I'm 54 years old. I get so tired of telling people how old I am. But let me say it again. I'm 54 years old. I don't have time to retrain a man. You said, why would I do that? Because of the things you're saying. You're telling me that if I was at home, you ask me why the grass is not cut. The grass is not cut because that's why I'm getting ready to go bury your ass. You keep fucking with me. That's why the grass high. Better go on somewhere. Shit. Honey. I don't know what type of man, I don't know what type of woman that you have been dealing with, but she got you messed up. You got the game wrong, boo-boo. You got it wrong. But if that works for you, Let it keep working. But don't you dare. Let me say it again. Don't you dare think you coming in my inbox. You don't want these problems. I don't put my business on Facebook, but you can see my house and my car. What does your house and your car have to do with anything? One thing that I am not is a materialistic woman. I don't give a damn about your house, and I don't give a damn about your car. Because one thing about it, a man that's 45 years old, I couldn't even come over to your house and move a damn ashtray without you knowing. You go to the bathroom and come back and you already know some shit been moved. Hell to the no. That would let you know a lot about you because of your house and your car. No, what let me know a lot about you is your conversation. Your car and your house does not talk. No, sweetie. Your house and your car don't tell me shit. Like I said, I couldn't come over there and move nothing. I dealt with a man like you. Go try to move something if you want to. I went over to, I was dating this guy, and I'm getting ready to get off of here because I've been running my mouth. I was dating this guy, and I went to the bathroom, and I used a towel, you know, and I washed my hands, my face, or whatever, and I folded the towel, and I put it on the sink. You know, I didn't just throw it on the sink. I folded the towel, and I placed it over the sink. Baby, when I came back, that towel was gone. I had to ask him, why did you move the towel? You can't change these old men. Gary seems like she's ready going in for the kill. And that's exactly what it'll damn be, a kill. Shit. Y'all see some damn blue lights flashing around Gary damn. No, let me stop. Let me stop for some shit go down and they come trying to get blame me. I wish you well, Gary. I ain't gonna even put that out there. I guess I'm talking too damn much. Gary looking for him a trained seal. Yeah, Stanley, he may be one of these cat daddies. I don't deal with cat daddies. Cat daddy had on them damn white panel leather shoes on your ass. You ain't finna put them white panel leather shoes going out nowhere with me. But I wish you well, Gary. Who is kin to Sheila Tyson? I'm not kin to Sheila Tyson. I don't know who that is, CJ. And watch, as soon as we get off this live, Gary gonna be in my damn inbox. Save yourself some trouble, Gary. Don't you do that. Don't you come in my inbox. Don't you do that, boy. We wouldn't get along, baby. I think I've been running my mouth for an hour or so. Sweet Tea, do you know how long I've been talking? Sweet Tea, I need a moderator. Tell me how long I've been running my mouth. T, I've been on here 1 hour and 8 minutes. My goodness. Yep, Terrence, baby, this is the powder room. I miss y'all in this powder room. I need you. Gary, I can't even, I wouldn't even be able to tell you what I would need you for. That would get my Facebook cut off if I would actually tell you what I needed you for. So let's just keep this PG. You sound like the type of man, Gary, and I'm going to have to get on off of here, that if we went out to dinner, I have to be worried about whether or not you're going to pay for my meal. Gary, if I went out with you, would I have to worry about whether or not you would pay for the meal? See, I don't like even worrying about those type of issues. I don't worry about those type of issues if I was to go out with someone. But if I was to go out with you, that would be a concern. You have plenty of money. You may have plenty of money, but there's just this initial conversation, you sound to be a little fugal. And I don't really know why people have conversations and then go to dinner. Because, just some of the things that you've said. No, buddy boy. Stanley, don't start no mess. You don't see no connection. You would spend your money on me. Woo, Lordy, Lordy. I feel like you're gonna try to come in my inbox tonight. Please don't do it, Gary. Because like I said, you and I wouldn't get along. They want to do 50-50. You already know, sweet tea. I don't know shit about a 50-50. I don't know nothing about that. Because like I said, if I do the 50-50, we are roommates. You got your own room. We already have our own room. We're in a relationship anyway. But you doing your own cooking and your own cleaning. If we going 50-50 doing anything. Because like I said before, if we're 50-50 in a relationship, when we go to the gas station, do I get out and pump and you go pay? Or do I pay and you pump? Because that's some 50-50 shit right there. Where does it end? Does it just end in the household? Do we continue this on when we going on the trip? I pay half on the gas. Where does it end? Give me the powder room. What does that mean? Gary, send a request so I can add you to my live. I want to see you. I want to have a face-to-face conversation. Gary Williams, I'm calling you out. Let's have a face-to-face conversation before I end this live. Make Gary some dream chases and he'll be done with it. me a request, Gary. Join my live. Gary probably got a whole woman in the next room. Gary, did your woman leave this note giving you a pass? Call you on Messenger? No, I ain't gonna be able to do that. Gary, I'm not even trying to start nothing with you, boo. You'll have me on Fox 6 News. I'll be on Fox 6 News fooling with you, Gary Williams. When someone says 50-50, that means bills. You're making it harder than what it is with the other stuff, like pumping gas and stuff. Eugene, all I'm saying, sweetie, is how far are we going to go with this? Because I'm sure the 50-50 does not just stop with bills. What if I make more money than you? That's going to come up in a conversation. Oh, you make more money, so you should spend more. 33-40. Yeah, 33-40, 42, whatever. Like I said, to keep this shit and the confusion down, I'm just going to say, I ain't going to be able to do it. You got the wrong chick. But I'm going to get off that line. Go find my bonnet. Get ready to put my hair up. And I'm going to have to talk to you all tomorrow. Or possibly this weekend. But until we talk again, Gary, don't you come in my inbox. Talk to you all soon. Toodles. See y'all later.